Hey Aries, I hope all of you are doing amazing and happy birthday to all Aries sun signs. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season, having great birthdays so far, and the rest of the time. So the Six of Swords is falling out. There's something you're moving on from. You guys could be traveling too for your birthday. Like for some of you, traveling maybe by boat. Others of you, it's just you're getting away from something. Some of you could be moving too. No, moving, actually moving. New place, something new. Something new is definitely awaiting you, though. This is new energy coming through. That's good, though, because this is all about new beginnings, right? Of course, we would start a brand new astrological year in a Mercury retrograde, but that's okay. Like, most of us have gotten used to this Mercury retrograde situation, and we just kind of know to not really don't put our foot in anything really during this time, really just reflect on past situations, what kind of does get brought up, what do we feel about it, how it triggers us, what we can do to let it not trigger us as much, what we can do to heal these things, see what we can do to let go of things that we've been holding on to, even if we didn't notice we were, even attachments that we don't even notice or realize are still there, are part of us. We've been working on so many things, and we've only gotten to know so many things. The more you get to know, the less you do know is the feeling with it. And yeah, there's just so many more things that just keep on. That's just a part of this life. That's why you're alive. That's why you have a heart beating in your chest right now. There's things you need to be doing. There's purposes to fulfill. There's lessons to learn. There's things to do. And there's new to learn all the time. And every day is like it's like a day at school in a sense, not really like school, but like if you think about spiritual school, every day is a teaching experience, and whether it's you being the teacher, whether you are learning from somebody who's teaching you in that day, whatever it is, it's just, and we share what we learn, and that's the point. And most of us keep learning and learning and learning, and that's great. We need to expand ourselves in all the ways. We can never think that we know everything, because that's not even true. The more we get to know, like I was saying, the less we truly do know. So, and it's always a mystery. It's always about the unknown. We got Capricorn and Aquarius energy here. Chinese, your ox or tiger, by the way. Oh, do you get the Fool in the reverse? Yeah, right now it's just not the time, I feel like, not to be leaping on anything. I mean, you should always have faith and stay in your faith, but right now, like, no signing contracts, no making deals, no making appointments, really, in that sense, or appointments that are gonna make you have to sign a contract, or make you sign a deal, or make you can't really be doing that right now. This is just not the time to be making a bunch of movement in that sense. But you can move in other ways. There's spiritual ways you can move. There's emotional ways you can move. But physical ways, it's not the time. I know you're like fired up. Your birthday, it's like you're excited about things. You want to get things, situated and done and whatnot. But I'm going to tell you to wait till Mercury retrograde ends, which I think right around the beginning of April. We do have the new moon in Aries, of course, your new moon coming through on the 29th. It's also a solar eclipse taking place too. There's just a huge amount of energy right now, and it's just kind of better to just let the movement do the pulling of you. Like if you're in the water and you're a fish, you're able to kind of still squiggle around, but you're just chilling in the water, and if it takes you a little bit to the left, you're okay with it. If it takes you a little bit to the right, you sway, you're cool, but you kind of maintain your position in water. And that's kind of the feeling right now. Aquarius again too, but you guys are moving, and it's maybe slow motion right now for some of you, but it's just about patience. You're building that right now, so to see it as that, glass half full, there's always room for more, room for more patience, room for more motivation, room for more knowledge, room for everything. You have Aquarius moons or Aquarius north nodes. Your Aquarius could just want to be moving. If you have a north node Aquarius, like really significantly wants to change, and it could actually be one of the superior types of energies, because if you do say Aquarius's energy, you know that the knowledge of Aquarius is eccentric, is different, is rebellious, so it will rebel against, the norm. Some of you may feel like it may be the time to rebel against what others are doing, and honestly, if that's your calling and that's your purpose, be my guest, okay? Be my guest, because it's obvious that there's something pulling you to do it, right? And we only get pulled to do things when we know it's right. And others of you, though, I feel like, if maybe you don't have that Aquarius energy for North nodes, just don't be trying to pull any wicked moves or different or daring moves or anything. But the Knight of Wands is here, so there's this, okay, y'all are really, okay, you're establishing a lot of energy right now. That's another thing. So your energy is really building. Oh, it's just like when you guys are sick. When you guys are sick, and you get that boost of energy a little bit after you've been sick for a day and a half or a day or something. Some people are quicker to have it than others. But you get that boost of energy, but you know what your body's doing, right? You're like, I finally can move around, I can finally clean up the house, I can finally do this, whatever. You feel like you can do everything because your energy is like high, but your energy was supposed to be used for it to fight off that illness, that sickness. But you used it instead, so you got sick again. You know what I'm saying? So you felt worse the next day. That's what happens. You didn't let that energy be used in the right way. Okay, so right now it's the feeling you're building that energy right now, and it's like, let this energy do what it's supposed to do before you start jumping in with whatever you feel is, an immediate reaction. We don't need to be pulling no immediate reaction. I know y'all are a little hard-headed sometimes, and I get it, me too. I definitely have Aries in my chart too, and I definitely have some other energies of stubborn and hard-headed signs. So I definitely know it's hard to sit there and remain patient, but there are still things you can do to stay productive, okay? And that's making focusing on spiritual energies, getting that right, staying in balance, maybe meditating a little bit more frequently than you have been, and maybe making room for that in your day. Maybe just kind of keeping yourself in a mellow energy and not really a rushed state, okay? Scorpio and Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands. Trying to use your pig, or what you would call boar, and trying to use your rat, okay? Goodness, sorry about that one. And yeah, see, there's some kind of reward you're going to be getting. The Nine of Cups, rewarding feeling. When you do what you do here, you let the energy build. You'll have all the energy you need to do with everything. And you'll have the time too. You'll have it. It will be there. You don't have to waste it on anything right now in this moment. You allow that energy to kind of flow through you. It builds up that battery, like you're charging, like you're on a battery, like a phone would be on a charger, and you're charging. You're letting yourself charge a little bit extra, okay? But you're gonna have you're gonna have it all. Like you can't. There's no overcharging for you. I know that phones can be overcharged, but no, that's not in your case, okay? It's almost like, if you have a big heart, you need to really charge that heart for all the love you're about to give. You know what I'm saying? If it's a little bit of love, it's cool, and it's nice to have a little bit still, because you're still spreading love no matter. But the bigger, the better, right? That's the feeling with love. And this is the feeling with your heart. It's just a big, big heart, and imagine how much power it really needs and how much energy it really needs to really do what's coming here, okay? And I feel like also, because we're talking about that and it got brought up, the Nine of Cups is kind of pointing me in this energy too. You'll be giving other people blessings with this love that you're going to be providing because of this energy build that you are re-energizing yourself right now, of full love and support and understanding and wisdom and knowledge. And it's like a lot of downloads, a lot of upgrades, a lot of different things happening for you. And yeah, you're definitely going to you're gonna see it. You are going to see it. I don't know, if some of you, it may be sooner than others, for sure. You don't have to juggle many things right now. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Pisces energy with the Nine of Cups. Trying to use your rabbit, by the way, too. I'm telling you, though, there's just some things you just don't have to worry about right now. Sit back, relax. Work on this right now, where you're trying to allow yourself to let go of the things that you didn't really even see were there. Energetic attachments, karmic contracts that still need to be fulfilled and signed and done with, whatever. Because when you're signing that contract, it's done. It's like we're writing it off. It's over. And now we burn it. It's sealed. It's done. We're over with that. We don't have to deal with that anymore. And you allow it to be basically burned from your life. In that sense, spiritually, it is burned, it is cleansed, it is released, and no longer ever thought of again in your reality. And if it ever has to be brought up in senses of wisdom or sharing, of mentoring or teaching, that will help. That will work. But you'll be able to really acknowledge those times of having to be strong, even when you felt like you weren't. And there's a lot of things that people get really a lot of key information when others have had experiences that are so real, that are so raw, that are so, it's like imperfect, right? That makes somebody feel so relatable. Somebody feels so familiar, that's so similar to them, that makes them feel comfortable and vulnerable, that gives them the ability to bring it up for themselves. It makes them feel more comfortable by having their emotions be even identified in some way, and that brings them to the next step closer for them to reevaluate, for them to have a sense of, reckoning with self. This is what you help others with, and this is what all this love you're rebuilding yourself with is going to be bringing to the world, with your world. And all of you that watch this, is there's a wide range of individuals in your world, in your life, that you are going to benefit and impact in such a beautiful and glamorous and fashionable way too. I feel like you guys are super, like, the way you guys dress, the way you guys appear, you guys are always, some of you don't even have to try very hard. It's just something, you are very coordinated in the way that you dress. It's so simple for you. You've been doing it your whole life. You've always seemed to match or make it really look cute, and it's really nothing that you have to really put much energy or effort into, but it's noticed. You are seen in this way. This is another thing that makes people really see you in a way that's like, wow, I can respect that they're, a respectable individual. And I just really, I could take examples or take notes from this individual. 1111, I see the reflection. Exactly. Okay. We do have moon sign placements are a huge factor. I was telling you about the North Node energy, but we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Those could be your moon sign specifically, or whatever moon sign is in a sense of very much so a huge factor to what's happening and presenting itself. What we were talking about, you really allowing yourself to identify certain emotions and where emotional attachments, or there could be energetic attachments or mental attachments. There could be spiritual attachments. There could be physical attachments. There could be financial attachments, and or even sexual attachments, because it works in all the ways and all the aspects. So we need to make sure we go into every single room every single day to make sure every room feels recognized, validated, loved, supported, not ignored and whatnot. So that's huge. Poppy flower, constellation, remembrance, death, symbolizing everything from peace to death, and even sleeping a little bit more, maybe helping you get by the time, maybe a little bit more sleep here and there. Like, there's really not much you're missing out on. So, some children, they have a hard time sleeping, and you guys are Aries, you're an infant. So infants start to see the world, and they start to see what's around them. They have a harder time sleeping because they're very interested and intrigued by everything. They're thinking they're going to miss it. They're thinking they're going to miss something. Now, you're not missing anything, and I promise you, this comes from God. This comes from the spiritual energy around you. You're not missing anything. It's time to just, take your little infant naps. And this is the time of extended growth. When we're going through growth spurts, we're more tired and more hungry. Just in that sense, you're kind of like needing to just sleep a little bit longer. It's going to be okay. That's what I have for you, and I hope this helped in any way. You guys are amazing. Please have a really good birthday season. Enjoy yourselves, and don't let any moment slip by. Just allow yourself to be in the moment.